So, hi everybody, welcome here. Wherever you are, in whatever continent you are, if you are in a train, or wherever you seem to be, welcome. So, we start with the guided meditation and enlightenment activation. And as you know, you need to have the video on if you want to have activation. And everyone has the video on already. Okay, so we just sit comfortably, closing our eyes. And comfortably means comfortably, except for not having any support of the head, because it's easy to fall asleep when we have support for the head. We're not going to sleep. We're going to be awake in the double meaning. So we just close our eyes and just let this moment be as it is now. This new, fresh moment, which has never been here before. We just allow things to come and go as they already are doing. Not pushing anything away, not grabbing anything specific. Just sitting here, not even trying to be here. That is too much. Not searching for anything specific, not investigating anything, not being aware of anything. Of course, we will notice how the attention jumps from one thing to another. That's a natural way. We don't stop the attention from doing that. But we don't consciously put attention anywhere specific. We're just sitting here, allowing the moment to be exactly as it is, not interested in anything specific, and doing absolutely nothing. We can take 1 or 2 minutes to come out of meditation. So we had yesterday and the day before, we had this, what we call the Enlightenment Activation Marathon. And I just wonder if anybody has any comments on this. Anything to say? Okay, like this from Jolanta, from Ireland, Dublin. And this, I don't know where you are, Katja, but maybe Moscow. Andreas from Sweden. Okay. So we shouldn't cancel it. This is my interpretation, that you should not just drop it forever. No.
It was really nice, Christ. The day before yesterday, I couldn't attend it yesterday because I had a bad cough and I was a little bit silent yesterday. But day before yesterday, when I attended, it was really, really nice. I
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed it. It felt very soothing. 1.5 hour to just be in it. So definitely continue it. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you. And you, Rohan, you were laying down also. And that is
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
I
but
loved it so much that I was just like lying down and enjoying it.
and that is actually a new instruction. If we're gonna do it on Thursday and Friday, I'm up for this, to do it Thursday and Friday again.
I
And
would love to do
and
it.
we will
Yeah.
we will add the instruction that you don't have to sit up all the time. I just need to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lying down was really nice.
You can lay down, everybody. You can start. We can start the first 15 minutes to have a meditation, to come to that stillness place. It's very good.
Mm.
But then, I mean, 1.5 hour. And on the courses, we did 3 hours once, and then we did 5 hours once. It's coming in the pipeline, huh? Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yes.
And of course,
Thanks a
five,
lot,
five,
Master.
5 hours, you can't sit on a chair for 5 hours. We can have it a whole day, 8 hours, and people are coming and going. You can lie down if you want to. It's a beautiful thing. I just want to mention that there can be a lot of phenomena rising within you. And some of you have also reported those phenomena, for instance, increasing very much heat in the body. It can be expansion, it can be energy, or it can be nothing. It's so different for different people. But just to understand that it doesn't matter so much what phenomena is coming during the activation. It is the, so to speak, the breaking through of this beautiful state which is there, wants to show itself. It's different in different people. But it also to understand that it's not only the true state coming forward, showing itself, but it's also transformation of the body. It's quite good to understand this. That is, the body, so to speak, needs to be adjusted, accustomed to that new state, to that state of energy. I don't like his word, but you understand what I mean. To be accustomed to that new way of seeing things from the top of the mountain, from the enlightened place. And that also includes quite big difference in the body structure, in the brain structure. I'm talking about the biological level, I know, but we are talking on that level just now. There is no brain, there is no body, but it doesn't matter. We don't talk from that level now. We're talking about the experiences in the during the activation. It seems to work very well. Everyone has different. We don't have to search for any specific experience, and the expectation that now should something will happen and so on. And just leave it. You're just there. You not even receive it. It's just coming. It's not even coming. It's actually showing itself because it's already there. Beautiful. People have very good reports about this, even online. It seems to work fantastically online as well. So we will continue this next week also. And then the week after is some kind of Christmas week in Europe. So we will come back to the plans for that part with the Christmas and New Year and so on. Anybody has any questions or any sharing more about this activation or on meditation or anything else? So your meditation, we
I
sort
had
of,
one last thing to say
yeah,
also. One is,
yeah,
of course, the thing between, of course, the activation that you are doing also, and so-called you are doing to us. Sorry, the lights just went in
yeah,
the room.
power cut.
But
But we hear you.
I had one more thing to share, but I also feel that there's something nice also about everybody sitting together. Also, there's a feeling of satsang a little bit. That also I wanted to acknowledge that. So the lights also came. Wow.
And now
So
you
suddenly
also
that,
coming back.
yeah. I'm saying both the feeling of sitting with you and you doing this thing, but also the feeling of sitting with satsang is also a nice feeling of that shared presence. I just wanted to
Yeah,
acknowledge that
yeah,
also.
yeah. I totally agree with you. It's creating some kind of, or whatever we should call it. Huh?
Shared presence, I
Yeah,
think.
shared presence. Yeah, shared loving presence, and joyful presence. And also we are doing something not for the world. Now we're doing it for ourselves. We start with ourselves, and then we can, so to speak, save the world, so to speak. But by just by doing it for ourselves and have time and give time for ourselves to do it, not having to be with the duties and responsibilities so much. It's beautiful to have this and to feel that we are now from 4 continents and one world. Beautiful. Anyone else wants to say something about this? I'm not be so long today. I just want to say that when we are in meditation, there is some flow, you could say, of phenomena arising and falling. The thoughts are just arising and they're going away, just flowing. It's the same with sounds coming and then they're passing. Same with feelings coming and passing. It seems to be some kind of flow. But if you notice, you can do it now. If you in your remembrance that there's no person really following the flow. The flow is just there. It's just one thing after the other in a continuous stream of phenomena rising and falling like a dance. This is how we see it in meditation. Even if the thought is grabbing us, make us interesting thought arising, there's also part of the same flow. So in the meditation, there is some kind of flow, but there is nobody following it. I don't know if you have noticed that, but you can notice in your remembrance. Don't do it next time. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to start an analysis in meditation. It's just some kind of parallel to what should we do when we come out from meditation then? Should we follow the flow? This is sometimes you can hear this instruction. Oh, we just follow the flow. This may become a trap. That's why I want to very briefly talk about it. It may become a trap. Because following the flow, of course, outside meditation is the same as inside meditation. Things are coming and going. Phenomena are rising and falling. Feelings are coming and passing. Thoughts are coming and passing. Events are coming and passing, people talking. Start and end. So it's a flow, inside meditation and outside meditation. It's the same, actually. It's just a little bit more stillness during meditation. But the flow is there. But outside meditation, there is some kind of idea that we have been trained to believe, that I should only follow the flow. You can hear this in New Age circles. I don't want to criticize New Age generally, but you can hear it sometimes, oh, you just follow the flow. Who is this one then? Who's going to follow the flow? It may become some kind of job here. Well, now I have been meditating, and now I'm coming out, and now I should just follow the flow. It becomes a mind game. It becomes a job. Oh, no, no, I'm not following the flow now. I should go back to follow the flow. It's a presupposing that there is someone following the flow. But there is a person here, or me, I just have to follow the flow. But the flow is already there. There's no one following the flow. You can get a headache or pushing yourself down that, oh, I didn't manage to follow the flow for the whole day. Becomes one more burden on your shoulders. Don't you have enough? It's just to see what actually is the case already. The flow is already here. There's no one following it. You could say, if you want to, that this is a noticing. It is a noticing of a flow, maybe you can call it. This is noticing of a flow in meditation also. Of course, we notice when there is some sound coming from the outside, or a new instruction from Krista coming in the middle of the meditation. Of course, there is a noticing of this. Now this is happening. Now this is happening. You can call it follow the flow if you want to, but there is no person involved. It's just a noticing what is actually the case. In this case, noticing a flow. But is there going to be some kind of, shall we say, pushed work? Now I should just follow the flow and everything will be fine. Well, it is already fine. It was already fine before you started to follow the flow. When you started to follow the flow, then everything will be stressful again. Because now I have to add something to the flow which is already here. That I have to. It becomes one more I have to. What we're trying to do here is to take away this I have to. We don't introduce a new one. I'm saying this because it is easy to come into this idea that, well, I just have to follow the flow then. No, you don't have to follow any flow at all. Please don't. Because this me who is supposed to follow the flow does not even exist. So this me who is going to follow the flow is thinking. So it is thinking which is following the flow. It is thinking which is following the experiences coming and going. By creating this idea of a me which is following the flow. So instead of enjoying the moment of life, enjoying the lila, you could say, if you want to have an Indian word for it. Instead of enjoying it, what is, becomes a mind game again. And the mind is happy. Oh, we just have to follow the flow. Of course, the mind is happy. He's the boss again. But now obscured as some kind of enlightenment path. It's not enlightenment path. It's not even enlightenment. It's just to see what is. And that is not someone who sees it. Seeing what is a seeing without any me seeing it. I just wanted to mention this because there's misunderstandings around this concept of following the flow. Is there anyone who has any questions around this or protests or whatever?
I
Yes,
have a
Kathy.
question. It's Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to have more of a me that wants the flow to stop, or I want everything to go away. I'm not enjoying it. So is that the same, just the other side of the coin?
Yes, it's an interesting version though, because I never met it before, so to speak. But of course, when you say it in this way, it's still some kind of protest then. Yeah, as you say, it's some kind of protest against the flow. Is it what you say? Yeah. So this is now not the same coin though, because this is the me which is really active here, doesn't want to have any flow. Is this what you mean? That don't doesn't want to have any flow at all. You just want to cut everything. Huh? It's a little bit of another subject. Can you see this? It's not about flow really, but it's good that we also add this aspect to the discussion of it. But of course, it can be like this also. That's an idea that I don't want to have this flow at all. But it's the same interference, you could call it. No? It's to interfere with what actually is really going on already. Either you interfere by having the idea, I have to follow the flow, which is just disturbing, stressful, giving headaches, not very comfortable state, actually, far away from harmony, or you don't want to flow at all. It is the same result, probably. In the general meaning that it's uncomfortableness and the harmony is broken. Good point, Kathy. To make it more complete. Anyone else wants to have any comment on this? Can you feel the burden on your shoulders going away? Oh, now I don't have to follow the flow anymore. Oh, one more thing. I don't have to. You don't have to do anything. You have never done anything. You just thought you did and have to or have to. So even the so-called process up to seeing the truth, which is already here behind everything, is filled of traps. Filled of traps. That's why we have this little talk sometimes. Even though the best is maybe to be silent and just let the truth do the job, as we did yesterday and the day before. It's interesting that 2 days before, 40 people came, no? And 31 people came yesterday. And today, 25, when I'm going to talk. No? What is the lesson, Christer? Shut up. I see your point. there is still some misunderstandings that is good to go through to understand. But otherwise, there will be less and less talking. Yes. Anyone else have something for today? So we'll see each other tomorrow for those who want. Thank you very much for today.